Looky, looky. I got a delivery from DoorDash. Let's open this up. Wow. Look at that. Feel nice little DoorDash bags. Cute. Simple tote. I like that. And a big pizza box. Nice. For free. Well, for signing up and doing a delivery within the first 7 days. Thanks, DoorDash. Good morning, everybody. It's about 11 a.m. and I'm gonna try to see if I can hit the brunch shift for Uber Eats. So we'll see how it goes today. Last video ended kind of sadly, but since then I have been working a whole other week and it's gotten a lot better, and I think it's gonna be fine. So let's see what we can do today. It is a random Wednesday again, and we'll see if anything has changed from week to week. The current temperature is 75 degrees here, and it's climbing. Yesterday was the coolest day we had, and now it's gonna get up to like 100 degrees. And unfortunately, that's just how it goes. I got my hot box ready to go, even though it is pretty hot outside already, so I don't think I should really worry about stuff getting cold in the summer. I don't even know how long I'll have to be using one of these, to be fair. But regardless, we got that, hand sanitizer, because it's always important to stay clean. And yeah, let's log on. Today's goal is to make it to lunch for myself. I have a squash in my garden that I'm really excited to pick. Yes, I'm doing granny hobbies, but they are really fun. So I'm looking forward to doing some runs and then coming back during lunchtime, picking that and cooking it up. So that is my main motivating factor, aside from money, today from doing Uber Eats. That's my little treat to myself. All right, I think I'm gonna multi-app a little bit, not in the sense that other people do it, but I'm going to use DoorDash to see if I can get anything going right now. Even if I get like one order from DoorDash, that'll be cool. I'm trying to see the best times to go in my area for Uber Eats, but it seems to kind of be the same for DoorDash. I think I'm just going out the wrong times. 1 week was really good on brunch, but these last 2 weeks have just not been very good. Okay, we got a pita jungle. Holy cow, that's far. I just got an offer through DoorDash and it is not good, so declining that one. So we're just gonna have to sit around and wait and see what happens. Okay, we just got an order on DoorDash, so I'm gonna go for it. It was starting to feed me some offers, but they just were not super great. But this one was okay, because it was like $8 for 4 miles. So that kind of checks out with doubling whatever the pay is per mile. So that gives us like, you know, a good $2 per mile or something like that. So that's pretty decent. So a little update while we're driving to Chick-fil-A. Last week I made probably just barely $100. I'll screenshot it and show it on screen now. And this week so far I have made $109.32, which is really good, because that beats last week already, and it's only Wednesday. Didn't have a lot of time last week to go out and do deliveries, which is fine. Life happens, and I like the flexibility of it, but it did mean that my high score was not very good. Like I said, I treat this like a video game. This is not my main stream of income. It's just a way to make some side money here and there, and eventually it'll all add up. But the day-to-day doesn't look very crazy. Maybe one of these days I'll get into multi-apping and doing all that stuff that makes really good money, like maybe Instacart or Walmart Spark. I've heard good things about just through social media, so I might try those out as well. But since I started doing DoorDash a little bit too, I've only done a few orders. This is probably like my 3rd order with DoorDash that I've ever done. It is nice because they do pay out on the same day. I've found that for me, in my experience, it gets put into my bank account every Tuesday. And there's a little bit of a different pay period, DoorDash versus Uber Eats. But I usually see the money on Tuesday, which is really convenient that they both come at the same time. And the way that I have it set up is I just set it up as my savings account, and whatever I earn from the delivery apps, I just put straight into my savings, so I can kind of see it accumulate, which is actually really nice, especially for someone like me who has like ADHD tendencies. It is convenient to be able to see like what you're making and how it actually adds up. So far it's been pretty nice. The last couple weeks, I made like probably about $600. I might break that down into a short or a video one of these days and go into more detail later. But yeah, let's pick up this Chick-fil-A. Awesome. Thank you so much. You too. Easy peasy. All right, we got the order for a customer and we're on our way over to drop off. DoorDash is kind of interesting because it is different. Sorry about my air conditioning, by the way. It makes a ton of noise. I'll have microphones in some other videos, but as of today, not doing it. What's weird about DoorDash? Oh my gosh. I get it, GPS. What's it?
North, then turn left. Drive south, then turn right.
Okay, GPS is being annoying. What's interesting about DoorDash is it has you confirm when you're at this. Wait for the GPS to shut up because it's annoying.
500 feet, turn right onto South.
It's convenient, but not really. What's interesting about DoorDash is it has you confirm when you arrive.
Onto South House.
Oh my gosh, I know! What's interesting about DoorDash is it has you confirm that you've arrived at the store, and then it'll like let you see the order, which is different than Uber Eats because you can see the order and what they've ordered already up front. So there's a lot of reasons why I like Uber Eats a little bit better than DoorDash so far, but again, that might be another video. And then DoorDash also has you take a picture of the receipt. There's definitely a lot more coverage of making sure you've got the right order and stuff like that. I can understand why DoorDash probably has a lot more orders. It's a lot more popular. It's a lot more commercialized, I guess, to most people than Uber Eats might be. So Uber Eats is definitely kind of like the chill dad, and then you got the high anxiety mom, which is DoorDash. Yeah, love me when I'm wrong, even if I could. I'm coming to deliver your order. All right, it looks like we're delivering to a business or like a storefront. Cute, it's a vet clinic. This looks awesome. Guys, you won't believe who's here. Look, guys, our boy's here. Look at him. Oh, he's such a good boy. Good boy. For MKG, I have a delivery. All right, that was fun. On to the next. Confirm order on DoorDash. They are pretty much the same app, they just work differently sometimes. It's very odd. Continue dashing. Looks like we got a delivery for some sweet treats. Place called Twisted Sugar. Pretty much any state you live in has something like this. They usually sell sodas and treats, which is what America's built on. But this one's a 2-order one, so there's one for this place and a juice place. They're both pretty close to each other, so it's not too bad. It's like 13 bucks for 2 of them for 7 miles. So you know what? I'll take it because everything's slow right now anyways. All right, drink acquired. Continue with pickup. And then yeah, it's gonna make me take a seat of it. Take a picture. Order for Eric. Awesome, thank you so much.
Of course, have a great day.
You too. These are 2 vastly different orders. One is just a sugar water, and the other actually is like a protein bowl. Kind of funny to get them grouped in the same order. All right, here we go off to drop-offs. Whoa, whatever makes you break. Okay, there you go. Off to the second.
For Allison?
Yes, for Allison. Perfect, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Have a good one. All right, direct handoff to the customer. That was interesting. I didn't even have to go in, that's great. I got $22.45. That's looking pretty good. And that officially beats last Wednesday. Last Wednesday, like it's 12:16 right now, so in about 1 hour I made that much when I spent like 2 hours or something last week trying and nothing came through. So far DoorDash is kind of in the lead right now for today. But you know, my tried and true girl is Uber Eats, and Uber Eats we trust, at least for now. But Home Depot. Okay, we're switching over to Uber Eats as we speak. What's funny is DoorDash had an offer that was not very good, and I got one for Home Depot. So on Uber Eats, it's not just about fast food and stuff, but sometimes it's like picking up something from a store or an item or two. It's kind of interesting. I didn't have time to screenshot the order from Home Depot, but it was about 10 bucks. So that's pretty decent for 5 miles. We're at Home Depot. I wonder what the mystery object is. Let's go find out. Not recommended. It's really tall. I think I got it. It wasn't too bad at all. And all I have to do is take a picture of the receipt and I'm on my way to delivery. feeling pretty good about that. Now I could go home because I'm a little bit ways away from home, and I probably should, so I can go eat lunch. Because I think I want to try to hit the dinner rush. So we'll see what happens there. Not received really any orders since the last drop off, and I drove about 15 or 10 minutes home. And so I'm just gonna stop at the Walmart because I realize I have to pick up a couple groceries anyways. And then we'll eat some lunch. All right, bag secured. All right, I am home now, put away my groceries, and now to the backyard to go check out my squash in my garden. This was my reward for this morning's trips. This is my little garden. Let's see what we got going on here. Aw. Hopefully I didn't wait too long to pick him. He's kind of small, but he's a good looking crookneck squash. It's awesome. Just like that. Cook it up and put some butter and garlic salt on it and have some lunch with it. Ooh, pretty. So I have some fresh dill from my arrow garden here, so I'm gonna pick some of that and put it in my eggs. Got some farm fresh eggs from my neighbor, from her chickens. I'm just trying to make some eggs that have some flavor. And I put a little bit of garlic salt in my squash, and it's absolutely perfect. I also have an Olipop in the fridge, crispy cold for me. I love having these things every once in a while when I want a soda. Now, let's eat this. All gone. Now I will wait until the dinner rush. So I'll see you guys then. 5:26 p.m. and I am on my way for delivery. It is the dinner rush, and I got one that was pretty decent. Not too far away. I didn't screenshot it, but it was probably about like maybe $6 for like a couple miles. Not too bad. Well, isn't this exciting? This Wednesday has been a lot more eventful than last Wednesday. I was probably low-key depressed. Not just due to the orders being low, but just in general, my mood was low. And yeah, this Wednesday's a lot better for me. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Have it going. Got the bag. Nice. Ooh, that place smells good. Like fried chicken and everything. Oh. Now my car smells like chicken. Kind of gross, but that was an interesting delivery. I had to end up waiting there forever because it said to meet at door, which typically means literally meet at the door. And I usually don't ring the doorbell, but I waited a few minutes, so I rang the doorbell, nothing. Texted her, nothing. Then I called her, nothing. So I left a message and waited till the timer on the app ran out, and it tells you just to leave it in a safe place and take a picture of it, just like normal. So best I can do. And yeah, so on to the next one. Let's see what we get. All right, I parked at a Starbucks real quick, and we got a delivery for $17 for some burritos. So we're gonna do that. It takes me out a little further than I want to be, but that's okay. Because again, it's $17. Can't complain. But yeah, I keep forgetting to screenshot these things. I'm trying. I'm still learning how to film this stuff at the same time. It's very weird. I got an order for so much. You too. This is quite the order. By golly. Bag secured. I don't want to look like a weirdo. I'm trying to conceal the fact that I'm filming, because it makes me feel awkward. I'm getting better though. This is the second video, and I'm getting better at doing this in public. Still feel awkward. Okay, this is a really long drive. This has been like 15-minute drive, but it feels like forever when I've been doing such short deliveries. But it's worth it, $17. All right, I handed it off to the customer. It was a handoff, and I needed a pin, so I didn't want to bring my camera. That felt really awkward. So I think that's my rule of thumb. If I'm definitely gonna be conversing with the customer, I am gonna pass on filming it. I'll just update you guys later. You just got a new order. There was a pizza order with a shopping order. Oh, you know, just me going the absolute wrong way. Gosh, this is like legit dead end. This is a legitimate dead end. There is like no way out of here. Oh, what my golly. that you can't drive out of here. So now I'm here doing a freaking 20-point turn to get back around the other way. Oh my gosh, guys. And there's a whole crowd of people walking, doing who knows what. I don't think they're paying attention to me. I'm going to drive on the wrong side of the road, because guess what? There is a median in the road, and I have no choice but to go this way. Driving on the wrong side of the road, man. It is awful. Go the way it actually originally told me to go. I know, I just got a weird look from a guy. He followed me as I turned. I was like, you're definitely looking at me. But dude, I tell you, the road ends and I could not get out unless it's just the one way. That's crazy. The order was for like $24, I think.
Turn left onto East Bay.
Again, I keep forgetting to screenshot them.
Right.
Well, I got this guy going off every 5 seconds on GPS. Can't even get a word in.
Turn left onto East
Oh,
Delta
yeah.
Lane.
Okay, that was like literally the worst route it could have taken me on. I had to do a U-E. Stay at a light for like 5 minutes. That was awful. DoorDash, your directions suck. I'll tell you that right now. On to go shopping. Okay, 2 things. That's my to-do list right there. Let's get it. This is literally crazy. 24-pack, are you serious? Okay, that was crazy. Now on to pick up the pizza. I feel like I'm already so behind, but we'll figure this out. Pizza time! Gotta rush, folks. Pizza. No! Dude, this delivery is so far! There's no way! It is 24 minutes away. Again, go ahead. Reset. Grand scheme of things, so it's not that far. But like, for the price they're paying, and I did 2 pickups just now and waded through the worst GPS directions of all time, mind you. Crazy, crazy. Let's lock in and get these miles in. Hey guys, I figured I'd check in with you. I'm still driving, in case you're wondering. Okay, I'm having to record this on my phone because my SD card is full on my camera, but I ended up really far. Not only was I 1 town away, I was 2 towns away, and have to drive back home for dinner. So this might be where I'm calling it. I think it's pretty adequate. I'm about 25 minutes away from home, so this is pretty far for me. And gonna go home and see if maybe I can pick up another order. If not, I'll let you know. I will come back to you and give you the totals later. All right, the total for today was $103.38. More or less. My math isn't super great. Miles driven, 69.5, and approximately 4 hours of work, I think, more or less. It was a really good day. I'm really proud of the work I put in. It felt like kind of a lot, but when you boil it down, I took a break for lunch, and I was able to just wait until the dinner rush. And so it was really nice. And looking forward to keep going forward. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.